So today what we're going to do is do some mirroring. I've already opened up an A4 document. If you're not sure how to do that, then check in the editing help in SharePoint, and there's a PowerPoint, just one slide, which tells you the dimensions for the A4 document and how to open it up. And I've got a white background. So first of all, I'm going to add image as layer because I'm going to insert my photograph. So I go on the layer tab at the top and I do add image as layer. And then what I need to do is select a photograph for mirroring where the person is looking straight at me. Oops, I've gone a bit far. Okay, hold on. Here we go. So this is a photograph from an exhibition I went to, so it's not mine, but it is a good example. Okay, so first of all, my photo is too big, so I need to resize it. So on the right hand side here, I can zoom out a bit, and then I always drag from the corners, so I'm in the move and arrange tool, so I can move it around on my space, and I can make it bigger or smaller. I'm going to do two versions on this, so I'm just going to move that up, move it into the center. Then I need to do a little bit of tidying up because there's a kind of extra space around this black frame, and you might have a photograph of a whole person, for example, and you want to get rid of it and just have the face. So then what we're going to do is this cut and mask tool. So we're going to click on the scissors. Oh, and I haven't selected a layer, so that's why I can't do anything. So if I select on my layer on the right hand side where it's blue, then I can do the cut and mask tool, and all of these tools appear up the top. So what I'm going to do is the easiest one, which is I'm just going to do a shape mask. I'm going to leave it all on the settings it's already on, and the rectangle, and I'm just going to draw a square, or sorry, rectangle I should say, around what I want to keep. Okay, so this cut and mask tool is really helpful because, as you can see, where I haven't drawn the square, it's got rid of everything behind that. Okay, don't use the crop tool because what you'll do is you'll just crop the whole size of the piece of paper, let's say the A4 size that we've got. Right, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of copying and pasting. So for this I need the marquee select tool. So this means I can just select rectangles. I'm going to go from the outside of the image. This is easier because it's easier to see once you drag it over, and then what I'm going to do is carefully look for the middle of her face, like that. Okay, and let go, and then that is just selected. What I might do actually is I might just zoom in a little bit because I was working on it quite small there when I had to resize. So let me just get rid of the adverts as well. So now what I can do is just check my selection. What you want to look for is that middle bit of the mouth there is actually the middle of the face. So I haven't done that quite right. So what I can do is click off it and I can just not select that. Okay, so that selection, the marquee tool, it's just selecting. I'll do it like that. So I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to start on my outside corner. I'm going to drag in, and then I'm going to look for that middle line of the lips, and then I'm going to let go. Right, now I'm going to copy that section. So I'm going to click edit and copy, exactly like you would in Word or PowerPoint, and then edit and paste. So now what I've got is that selection that I made copied onto another layer. So on here, on the right hand side, you can see that now that's on its own layer. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of moving and arranging. So I'm going to move it over to this hand side here. I am going to do a bit more kind of moving around once I've finished. Then I want to flip it. So in this tool, which is the arrange tool, there's some really useful things at the top here. So rotation, this is what I want. So this flip horizontal, because what I'm going to do is flip it. And then you can already see I've kind of made something quite funny. So now I'm going to move it, and then, I'm going to get it in place. No, not quite. You can also use the arrow keys if you want to be a bit more